Series thing. Oops. Can we just like have a MVP plastic appreciation moment? This thing is awesome. We're gonna throw the Streamline Range, which is Eagle McMahon's Elemental Tour Series thing. Oops. We're gonna throw the Jeremy Koling Tempo. Just to like show you all the profiles of these. The Tempo feels like a more shallow like zone type disc. And then the Range obviously kind of feels like a Berg, but a lot better in the hand than a Berg. I'm going to play like a little bit of Safari Golf. I'm going to try to play around 3 holes. Throw both of these on Forehand, Anhyzer, and then like a little bit of flat to flex and see what they can do. This hole one's basket is about 300 feet away. I'm kind of going to hop around and just do Safari Golf to showcase these the best way that I can. I'm also going to put up on the screen what this disc looks like when it's glowing in the dark, because one of the things that was the big emphasis by this Jeremy Koling drop, besides obviously him leaving Innova, is that it's a new plastic that's like particle glow. So basically like the specks, if you can see them, are supposed to be the part of the disc that glow and nothing else, which is really, really cool. I'm going to throw a couple of warm-up shots, and then we're going to test these out. Got to warm up with the glitch. Oh, wow. That is such a good disc. It's so good. But that's not what this video is about. Berg, too, because I feel like that's just kind of fitting, you know. So I'm going to try to throw these on just a stock, like, slight hyzer and see how they fly initially. Start off with the Range. Ooh, look at that late flip. That's kind of what I heard about the Range, is that it's similar to the disc that shall not be named, but it's like, it has some late flip to it, but still no glide, because that came out a little bit early. I was like, oh no. All right, the Big Germ Dragonfly Tempo. Can we just like have an MVP plastic appreciation moment? This thing is awesome. Very much. Ooh, I think both of those are pretty good. These discs feel amazing. Just right off the bat, first thoughts. And the flights fly exactly like I thought they would. I'll put the flight numbers up on the screen. Like, the Range seems to have that like little perfect no glide, like late flip, very easy to throw flight. And then the Tempo has a lot more glide. I've never thrown either of these, by the way. Like, I've never thrown a Tempo before at all. So those are kind of first flights with both. And on slight hyzer releases, they're like the perfect complement to each other. Range landed right next to the disc that shall not be named. Oof. The Tempo actually went a little bit further, a little bit closer to that 300 mark. Both of those shots are about 15, 20 feet short on about a 300 feet, a little bit shorter than 300 feet. I feel like that's pretty reasonable, but they were both like landed well, went exactly where I wanted them to, and flew exactly how I anticipated, which is more important than distance to me. I'm going to throw both of these on that slight hyzer, but on a forehand this time. Pretty sure both of these discs were more so designed for like power controlled shorter approach shots, especially this Tempo in particular. Like, I know that the Tempo was designed before Big Germ got there, but Big Germ is known for his amazing forehands. So I think both of these discs are kind of like more focused towards forehand approach, but for the sake of this video, I still want to throw them on all the different angles on backhand. Huh. It even slipped out a little bit early, and it like flipped up. That was nice. I really like that. All right, Tempo. Both of those forehands were like not the best, but the discs made it look good. So honestly, I kind of early released both of those and threw them a little too low, but they like just came out all nice and smoothie and flipped up and floated to circle one. Like, that's what I was really hoping for out of these, is something like 2 discs that are different stabilities, but both very easy to get the flight you want, which with the Range is something straight to understable and not glidey. and the tempo is something that is pushy but still finishes stable, and they seem to both do that like perfectly. All right, so this hole is a little over 300 feet, plays downhill. I'm gonna throw these on a pretty steep Anhyzer and see what they do. I'm pretty sure the range is just gonna kind of not burn over, but get to the ground quick and go right. The tempo, I think, has a little bit of stability to it, like a good amount. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna fly. Range? Oh yeah. It started to pan out. Honestly, I'm just glad that I started it to the left and actually threw it on Anhyzer. All right, tempo. Oh yeah, that has a lot of fight, but that had a lot of push too. That one, I like that. Okay, so I'm really liking how those are flying, because the range on Anhyzer, I didn't have to throw it hard. Panning to the right, Anhyzer shot, that I think would probably be great in the woods. And I don't have to worry about like throwing it too hard and then it going too far, because that's just not going to happen with this puddle, like with this puddle top type disc. That's a tongue twister. Then the tempo, it had this like, it started moving right on Anhyzer for sure, and it looked like it started to fight out pretty quick, but then it just like pushed straight, and then at the very end of the flight is when it started to like finally kind of fight out of and get some bite into the flight, which is, I love that. Ended up parked. I think the tempo might be my favorite. Let me know which one y'all's favorite is, or if you've had the chance to throw them. If not, what do you think your favorite would be? I'm kind of playing in between two tee pads on this one, so it's probably 250-ish away. I'm gonna throw these both flat. Range. That was kind of flat. That might go in. Oh, cool thing about that disc is like I torqued it pretty decent, and it was maybe the slightest hyzer, but it just flew dead straight and finished dead straight. That's an amazing disc. All right, tempo. That's flat. Super straight too. Does anybody else like within the first 30 minutes to an hour of throwing a new disc somehow always manage to like put some form of scuff or gash in it? I understand that's gonna happen. It always happens with discs, but like at least want to make it like 24 hours before it happens. A little short. Oh boy. And then the tempo is a little long. All right, quick final thoughts because we're running out of daylight. These discs are absolutely great. They look amazing. The plastic is amazing, as always with MVP. As far as flights go, both of these discs on Hyzer, the range wants to just flip up and push straight and finish straight. The tempo wants to flip up and push straight and then have a strong finish. When it comes to throwing them both flat, the range has a slow drift to the right. Nothing too crazy, but just not very glidey like it's supposed to be. And then the tempo, if you throw it flat, it pushes more so dead straight and then just kind of holds straight longer before it actually fights out. Then on Anhyzer, the range again, it just doesn't have a glidey flight. That's the point. It just, on Anhyzer, it kind of gently fades to the right the whole time. And then the tempo, when you throw it on Anhyzer, it kind of pushes to the right, then it pushes straight, and then it like pushes left and finishes overstable. These discs are amazing. MVP, great job. Eagle and Big Germ, these discs are absolutely sick. Really cool. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. I've got the Ricky Raptor video coming out, the review of those coming out after this, and then in the bag in the near future too. But in Alabama, we're fixing to get another like ice storm, so probably not gonna be able to play for a while. And which is why I'm out here running around as fast as I can to play and get these videos in before it gets dark. So MVP is cool. The range is not the exact same as the disc who shall not be named. And the tempo is great too. So, peace.